What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. My fan time here with another pickup vid. I got some hats and a couple jerseys. Uh, I know it's been a minute since my last one. I apologize also for not keeping up with the In the Life series as much as I was hoping to. I'm gonna get back into it. Probably gonna start it back up next week. Things just happen, and sometimes, best laid plans, right? But gonna get back into it, next week, which is Halloween week. So, look forward to that. My favorite holiday and everything. So, gonna pick it back up then. Um, I got a few things. I got a few things since the last vid. Um, since the last pick of it, I should say. And, without further ado, let's get right into them. So I'm going to start with the hats, and then we'll go into the jerseys, and, we'll take it from there. First of all, I believe it was a Poshmark pickup. The one thing about getting hats on secondary markets like Poshmark or Mercari or eBay, and what have you, is sometimes the sellers will not put them in a box as they should, because when note to the sellers out there, if you're selling hats and you ship them, you guys ship them in a box, because a bag, they can get smushed, get out of shape and all, I mean, there's a lot, when a hat is like, you know, um, has a shape to it. So a box is really preferable when you ship it in there. You can just put it in. It's nice and easy. It more than likely will not lose its shape unless the box gets damaged. But in a bag, obviously, I mean, it very easily can get damaged. So this hat, this is a snapback, but again, the seller put it in just a regular bag, and that kind of sucked. But we got the Oilers here. You can see it's still a bit out of shape. I'm still working on it, but Oilers, just regular, logo, the oil rig logo there, NFL shield, Mitchell and Ness on the back. It's a Mitchell and Ness snap, gray under. But yeah, that's the thing that sucks, is that, you find a nice hat and then the seller puts it in a bag and not a box, the way they should be when they ship it. But obviously, a lot of people just don't know, because they're not hat heads, so they're just selling a hat and they don't know any better. They just throw it in a bag and then, priority mail bag, and here it is. It's got to be a box. It's got to be a box. Always when you're shipping hats, please, 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 always a box, not a bag. Anyhow, moving on from that one, this was a Lids pickup. NBA this season is celebrating their 75th anniversary, so New Era put out a few, throwback hats, logo hats, I should say, for the NBA. Dallas Mavericks. A bit back, I got a blue one from Toppers, and really nice, pretty much same kind of executed hat, big logo on the front. And there's the green version. So the one I got from Toppers, like I said, was blue, this one being green. So this goes with the Rolando Blackman. If I want to get the throwback Dirk someday. I want to get the throwback Luka someday, and who knows what else. So this one would go with those two. Good gray under, big bold logo on the front. You got the Dallas on the back, kind of the jersey font for the front of the jersey. Pretty cool. Like I said, there was a collection of these. They made a few teams. Nice big bold, logos on the front. And this was, if you know, you know. This was through the Capologist private group, Facebook. Here you go, Montreal, the scripted Expos hat right there, Expos logo. On the side, it's got the Montreal, the logo there, different stuff going around it too. Very nice logo there. You got the Betterment on the back. Again, that scripted Montreal, which is the jersey front, basically the jersey font of the road jersey of the time. And also, the road jersey, because the batting practice had Expos. But you can wear it with that too, combo wombo reasons, right? Good gray, good green under, I should say. Really like that. I got a couple Road Expos jerseys that this goes perfect with. So, very nice overall hat. Like I said, if you know, you know about this one. Private group. I was able to get it off of there. Good stuff. Up next, we got a couple of those Cobra Kai hats that Lids did, the Cobra Kai Series 2, which I really liked. You know, as you remember from previous vids, I'm a fan of this series that they did, the set that they did. So, got the Minnesota Twins right there. Again, these were Lids exclusives. There's the Metrodome logo on the side. The final season, I do believe, 2008 or 2000. I believe that's 2008. I believe that's 2008. Metrodome. Of course, now they're in Target Field. This is the final season. Very nice hat, and I do at some point want to get a Twins jersey with that logo on the sleeve. So, you know, this is a setup hat for that at some point. It's another one, and these were the ones that, you know, you had to jump on because, you know, the hat game is just vicious. You know, you don't move on certain hats right away, they're gone. And that's just how it is. But you got the Big Red Machine right there, Cincinnati Reds, Cobra Kai 2.0 right there. Big Red Machine on the side, 1975. Batterman logo, New Era flag, really well executed. It's got the white guts for all of them, but really like these. Like I said, I got the Phillies, I got the Walking Tigers, I got the Twins, and I got the Reds. And those are, to this point, the only ones I've gotten. If I can ever, you know, get the Devil Rays one at a good price or something, maybe I jump on that someday. But of the set, these were the four that I wanted most. The Twins with the Metrodome logo, the Reds with the Big Red Machine, the 75 logo, the Phillies, and the Walking Tigers. Those were the big four for me out of that set. So I'm happy to be able to have gotten all of them. You know what? If I'm showing this one twice, I apologize. I really could not. I went back and looked at some of my other videos. I didn't see that I showed this. If I did, I apologize. This is a hat I've had a little bit. But it's the lids from the the Blackout collection that they did earlier in the year. This is the only hat I got from that set. Got the Orioles right here, because how many Oriole hats do you need? Shout out to Throwback King. There's the standing bird right there. Orange under. That's a nice Halloween-like hat, right? With the 60th on the side, I got a Manny Machado jersey that this goes perfect with. I know he's no longer there, but the jersey does have the 60 on the side right there. So that hat will go with that. And I can wear it with some other Oriole jerseys too if I want to. But I just thought that was sharp. And that was one of the few hats available online from that set that I could get at the time. So I made sure to get that one. If you saw it before, I apologize. I really couldn't remember if I showed it in a previous pick-up vid or not. But it is what it is. When you have this many hats and you keep getting hats, and you know that kind of stuff can happen. So, this was from Over Your Head was the company that did this, I believe, based in Canada. Shout out to them. Really nice look right there. You know, we know about the Foxes, right? It's definitely a hat that I had to get. This one is, they call it the Red Tails. Just that, you know, fox with the, you know, the lumber for the baseball bat right there. Yeah, nice kind of, you know, fall colorway right there. Very nice. It does have the, like a darker green, hunter green under. Red brim. It's a two-tone. You know, I love two-tone hats. Two-tone hats. So there's their logo over your head. Right there. Very nice. Glad to have it. Festive likes it too. So there you go. I'm sure Slim would like that hat. And speaking of hats, I know Slim would appreciate. Oh, this is the team that Slim loves to hate. The Baltimore Ravens. So this is the anniversary side patch collection. I want to say it's 2.0 because I remember years ago they made a collection like this, but they were snaps. They weren't fitted at the time. But you got the Ravens. There's the logo. I got 2 jerseys with that patch on it, so had to get the hat. NFL shield on the back. Good gray under. Big bold logo on the... I know, Slim. Huh? Huh? He got me. I was wondering why he wanted me to take a picture of my Earl Curitan Sixer jersey. And he posted on Instagram like I'm a Ben Simmons. Huh? Yeah? Huh? Huh? Come on, Slim. Huh? Huh? I don't mind wearing them. Maybe I have to get myself a Lamar Jackson jersey. Yeah, we'll see. Shout out to Slim. That was pretty funny. He got me, man. I'm like, of all the Sixers jerseys I have, why is he asking me for to take a picture with an Earl Curitan jersey? You know, it's like, and I'm like, I have it. I'm wearing it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's number 25, but I mean, it's not Simmons, so I mean. One of his future visits here, I'm going to get a Ravens blanket and put it on him when he's sleeping and take a picture. He's a Raven fan, see? Never know. I'm sly like a fox, Slim. You never know. Get a Lamar Jackson jersey put on me. Lamar's biggest fan. Anyhow, next up, here it is. Same collection, but the Eagles, of course. And yes, this is the team, of course. So we know I love the most for the NFL, and of course Slim does too. So this one, I had to get it. 75th anniversary on the side. This will go with my Brian Westbrook I have with the patch on it. The authentic jersey from back, from that season. Shield on the side, on the back. Good gray under. And they made the hat like years ago when Lids first put these out, and I never got it for whatever reason. Probably because I didn't have the jersey back then. So I never got. Somewhere I have an Eagles hat with the 75, but it's nothing like this. So when I saw this one, I got it in store, and I'm like, yeah, I have to grab that one because that goes with B West. Ah, goodness. Pro Image. Yeah. Pro Image right there. Phillies. Two-tone throwback. It's got the icy under. But, final season of the vet on the side patch. Batterman. Black gut. Pretty well, put together hat right there. I liked it. I mean, they've been, as we know, they've been killing it, all throughout the year. Last year, they've been putting out stuff, and it's cool because like I've shown in the Indy Live series, I can go there and get a hat. I can't do that with some of these sites, but I can. Although I will say this, I know in the one or maybe multiple vids I've done, I said no line, gang, and there's no line, blah blah blah. Right? No line, no line. In fact, it was for these. Oh, I forgot to get these. It was for these two. I hope they're easily found. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are. Here they are. Here they are. I forgot about these. It was for these two. So at KOP, there was a line weeks ago. But anyhow, I got what I wanted. We got the Mets. This is the Wu-Tang Clan. Hook right here. .36 chambers. There it is. Protect your neck right there. Bring the ruckus. That's my favorite one. Bring the ruckus. This is what I do. And then we got the Angels for the Chronic hook right there. Of course, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. 40th on the side. Finally got an Angels hat with the 40. Took a while. Thank you, Pro Image. For God's sakes, all those freaking places online sell out in seconds. So finally I got one. It's a little different. But I finally got one to go with that Mo Vaughn jersey. But there you go. Like it, well executed. Really, you know. I'm not a big with the all white, off white type hat. But, you know, I had to grab it. It just was too nice. And I do like that album. You know, from back in the day. And the Wu-Tang too. Had to get that one. Even though I'm more partial to the Phillies, but had to grab it. Had to grab it. All right, let's see. Where was I? Okay, I got one more hat. One more hat. Now that I remembered those two, now I got one more hat. This was a Toppers pickup. Shout out to Hat Crawler. As always, here we go on Instagram. So yeah, Toppers. The Chargers. The LA Chargers or San Diego Chargers. I mean, you can go both ways with this one. Two-tone, big logo on the front. Gray under. Black gut, I believe. Yes, it is black gut. NFL shield on the back. New Era flag. Big logo. I got all these, you know, various different powder blue jerseys for the Chargers. This hat will go with just about all of them. So, in fact, it will go with all of them. I mean, it goes with Allworth. It goes with Sayal, it goes with LT, you know, I can put this with all of them, so. And the cool thing about Toppers is when they put out these hats, so if they sell out, you know, and they do well, like some weeks later, they'll pump them out again. So, you know, if you miss out on it, like I missed out on this before, and then they just, you know, some weeks or maybe a month or a little over a month, whatever it is, however long later, they'll reissue it. So you'll have, you know, you'll keep having some chances, so that's pretty cool. And again, it's Toppers with a Z at the back. Very nice hat company. I believe they're from Austria, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I'm in a group on Messenger, you know, to get these. So very cool. My goodness, that was a lot of hats. I forgot I got that many. And like I said, I forget if I showed that Orioles blackout hat before. If I did, you see it twice. I almost forgot about those two. I almost forgot about the Mets and Angels. Because they were like back at the other hats over there. And I thought I got everything. And of course, as I'm rambling on here, I'm like, oh yeah, I got those two weeks ago. But yeah, very nice hook. They did a set of those hats for different, like, you know, hip hop albums from the past. They did a little hook hat for each. I know other companies that hat clubs did a huge collection of those that sold out in like 10 seconds each, right? So, you know, able to go somewhere and pick up some was a nice thing as always, even though I had to wait in line. But I was like the fourth or fifth person. I was like the fourth person back, so I was okay. This is crazy, man. These lines, come on. Anyhow, we're moving on. We're moving on to the jerseys. Goodness gracious. Shout out to Eric. Got this one off of from him. Been wanting this one for a while. The 94 Shannon Sharpe Orange Crush. Speaking of league, celebrating 75th anniversary, talked about the NBA this season. Of course, the NFL did it back in 94. Diamond logo right there. Oh, the specs on there. This is a China run, but it is, I believe, like, you know, one of the earlier China runs, you know. So, Sharpe 84 on the back. Everything's double stitched. Sharpe on the nameplate. 84. Got the stripes on the sleeve cuffs. NFL shield on the front. There was an older version of this too, if I'm not mistaken. I think Slim's got that one. In fact, I think he unveiled it right here downstairs during one of his Slim Pickens videos, if I'm not mistaken. I know we did a live on the Facebook group. I want to say it was Kings of Throwback where he showed it. And I believe he showed it. He either showed it here or he showed it somewhere on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. But, remember him unveiling it here. I just forget if it was for a live or it was for a, maybe it was for both. You know, the everything just blends all together when you know, when you're getting older. So, this is my most recent pickup, and you know what? I mean, you know, again, man, shout out to Slim. I legit checked him for this. Shout out to the seller, gave me a good deal on it. Thrown it way back as his eBay handle. This is one of those, man. It's a China run, but some of those China runs get tougher to get after a while. So, got it. And the thing about this one, and someday I do want to do a vid, maybe for the End of Life series, because I have a fake version of this that I got years ago. And the fake version of these is actually not bad. I mean, when you, I'm not saying it's good to have a fake, but what I'm saying is the overall jersey doesn't, you know, like you couldn't just like see it and say, oh, that's fake right away. You know, it's one of the better done ones, if you know, I could say that. But there's little things that kind of give it away, you know, for between the fake and the authentic. And I have to admit, man, I just didn't know. And even Slim's like, because there's certain things about this jersey that almost make you think it is, but it isn't. It's a good. It's 100% legit Mitchell & Ness jersey. But there's certain things that look a little off, you know, when you see it, because it is a China run, and there's little things. But believe me, once I opened it, once I held it in the hand, you know. I mean, you know an authentic. Listen, when you collect as long as I have, you know an authentic in your hands when it's in your hands. You know, it's got that, you know, weight to it. It's just, you know an authentic Mitchell & Ness jersey. You know what one feels like. You know the weight of them for the most part. So, yeah, this is definitely good. This is authentic. There it is. The 99, right? Yeah, 99. Of course, the second of their back-to-back titles, and then Elway retired after the game. There it is, 1999 Denver Broncos, John Elway. Yeah, that's one of those things, because that tag, I mean, it does, I mean, you know, if you just didn't know, you say, yeah, it looks a little suspect, right? But, you know, I did a little research, too, into these, and that is the accurate tag. You know, that's just one of those things, but so, there it is, the jock tag. Got the Super Bowl logo right there. Goodness, I suck at the Roman numerals. I really do. I know the Eagles 52. I know that one, but this, what's that, 33? So Super Bowl 33, I believe. NFL Shield, right? Because X's are 10s, and then the III, that's 3, right? That's the I is 1. So I know it's cool. Like, it's cool, and they've done it for how many years with the Roman numerals, but I almost wish, just put the damn number on. Because it gets kind of ridiculous after a while, right? But yeah, Super Bowl 33, John Elway, the away jersey that they wore in that Super Bowl. Of course, they wore the blue one for Super Bowl 32, which I still have to get Elway. I don't have TD either in that one. I know Slim's like, slacker. Yeah, I know. I don't have that jersey, but I do want to get the Elway. Thanks to Slim, I do have an authentic TD in the collection, so maybe that gets the patch on there someday. We'll see. But I do want the Elway. There's a few Elways I want. I want his rookie jersey, 84, and I want the navy blue Super Bowl 32. 32. I mean, man, these years just blend together, man. Like, damn, that was 33? Shoot. We're going into, what are we going into this year? What's it, Super Bowl, carry the one, 56? I think it's 56, right? Right? Because the Eagles won, and the Patriots beat the Rams. That was 53. 54 was Mahomes over the Niners. 55 was last year. 56. Okay. I'm with it. I haven't slept well the last week. It's part of the problem. But anyhow, inside jock tag. Come on, hanger, work with me. There you go. And you got the, you know, the made in China on the on there. I'm having problems, man. This is but I really like this jersey. This is one of those jerseys that I should have gotten like years ago. right? I had chances at this thing, and I just never got it. And then it became one of those that I wouldn't say it's like real hard to get, but of the 2 Super Bowl Elway jerseys of his 32 and 33, the 33 one you don't see as often as the 30. The 32 one you see, and I think it's because there was a few runs of it, if I'm not mistaken. But the 30, it was just the one run, the one off, and that might be one of the reasons why you don't see it as often. But it's nice, man. And I always like their white jersey. You know, I always like the white Bronco jersey. So, yeah, very cool. Glad to have this in the collection. Glad I took a shot at it. You know, sometimes you just got to do that. Wasn't 100% sure, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a shot. It looks good. I compared it to some things online. I'm like, all right. Slim was pretty certain it was good, too. So I'm like, all right, things are adding up here. Let me just go for it. And it was well worth the risk. But at some point, like I said, I will show the fake versus this one, so you can see the difference. The little differences. It's like a subtle thing besides the weight of the jersey, which you obviously can't tell in a video. The weight of a jersey, right? But besides that, there's little things about the material, the logo. I'd have to like put them next to each other, but I'll show that at some point down the road. Because I still have the other one, down in a closet somewhere. But, And last but not least, shout to the Sarge, man. Hooked me up with this one. Met up with him. Got it from him a couple weeks back. And, hey, this was a nice one. This is one of those that you don't see as often. You got the Padres right here, the Ozzie Smith, which at first I thought was his rookie, but then I since found it was his second-year jersey, but that's okay, Still hot jersey, love it. San Diego, 1 on the front, everything double-stitched. And that, of course, the iconic Padres gold and brown. Colorway, Smith on a nameplate, single-stitched, 1 double-stitched. Old run. The tag is like pretty washed out, so I don't know exactly where this was made, but it's an old run. I mean, this is one of those old golds, as J-Dub would say, right? Shout to him. 1979 is your year. So there you go. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. I think the only Ozzie jersey I don't have is, I think, the white, what's it, the 82? I think the 82 pullover Cardinals, that's the only Ozzie I don't have. Slim's probably like, slacker. I'm like, yeah, well, Eventually I will own that one sometime down the road. But this is the one I wanted most. This one definitely was one that, I've wanted. It's another one I've had a fake of for a while, so I'm like, yeah, I got to get the authentic of this someday. And I saw he was selling this on eBay. And hit him up. We worked a deal for it. So shout out again to the Sarge. There you go. Padres. Ozzie Smith, 1979. Oh my. Whew. Yes, I am so glad that the fall crisp weather is finally here and it's not a sauna up in here. It's nice to not even have to have the fan on. Look at that. No sweat. Look. Huh? Slim? Huh? Huh? I'm still not wearing a hat, though. I didn't want to chance it. But I am happy it's the fall. We are in late October now, right? Halloween's about a week away. Looking forward to that. I'm going to restart the In the Life series next week, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, the Season of the Fan series continues on. We're up to week 7. Week 7. See, the problem is, man, that they play a Thursday night game, and I just get all confused about what week it is. So, no, it's week 7 in the NFL. The Eagles taking on Pistols Raiders this week, right? The Raiders. Throwback Kings Raiders, too. Yeah. Bragging rights on the line this week, huh? Bragging rights for what? I have no idea. It's probably not going to be a... It's setting up to look like it's going to be a high draft pick year for the Eagles. But you know what? Hey, I mean, If it is, it is. Get some, get some high picks, get some good players. Maybe Howie can draft. All right, I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see. But that is for the Season of the Fan series, and of course that will be coming your way again this weekend. We got the Festive 4, right? Another 4-pack of winners. See that, Slim? Festive was right about the Ravens last week. Yeah. Saw you in that Chargers stuff. Festive said, "Oh yeah." Yeah. Put me in that with that Simmons sign. All right. All right, Slim, I see your game. All right, we're going to see. Shout out to Slim. And shout out to all of you for tuning in here with me for a little over a half hour of pickup joy. Various different things to share. A lot of hats, as usual. And some jerseys. Speaking of jerseys, the rest of the year... there's a few out there that I know I gotta get, right, man? And shout out to Rez, helping me grab that throwback Philadelphia Warriors Steph Curry jersey. Really appreciative of that. It's a pre-order, so that won't be coming my way in December. But looking forward to that to add to the Curry collection and the Curry rack that shares the same rack with the rivalry. They share space in the NBA room. And the other jerseys I know I definitely want to get before the end of the year. So the NBA, of course, as we know, is celebrating their 75th anniversary. And because of that, they're not doing the City Edition jerseys this year. They're renaming them to the Mixtape Edition. They just come up with whatever, The Mixtape Edition, which is going to be kind of a hodgepodge of the history, I guess, for each team. And I know the Sixers already, we got the leak. It's going to be like the Spectrum theme jersey, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. That was their former stadium before they play in what they do now in the Wells Fargo Center. But the Spectrum theme jersey is going to be nice. I want to get Embiid in that, and also, of course, Curry. Gotta keep the Curry collection going. So the Warriors have yet to leak or show anything about their mixtape jersey that I could see, but that will be coming out, and I gotta get Curry, and that's what it is. So hope to get those two at some point before the end of the year, whenever those become available. I don't know when. I know the teams, according to Locker Vision, which is a great site, by the way. You can see all the uniform matchups basically throughout the year for the season. And I've been watching it for the past few years. It's very nice. It's a very nice site, very nice source of information. But according to Locker Vision, those mixtape jerseys will be starting to be worn in early November. So it's coming. So if they're wearing them, they're going to be available soon. And yeah, that sometimes gets interesting. But I'm ready for whenever they come out. Probably within the next few weeks, I would imagine. I will be ready. Got to get Embiid. Got to keep the Curry collection going. So yeah, all these different jerseys every year by Nike. But you know what? As a collector, I love it. I love seeing all the jerseys on the court. It's cool. I know for some it's just a bit too much. For me, I'm fine with it, man. The more the merrier. I mean, it is a little tough on the wallet, but... And then, of course, I got to get the hat, right, for Combo Wamba reasons. Although I have yet to see the throwback Warrior hat. And I'm a little disappointed in that because I'm hoping they have one. Because it not only will it go with my Curry jersey, but it will go with my old Wilt Chamberlain Philadelphia Warrior jersey, which I don't have a hat for, right? Because I have a Warrior hat, but the colorway doesn't exactly... It's not quite there. So I want the Warriors in that colorway hat to wear with, of course, the Steph jersey, but also with that old Mitchell Ness Wilt that I got, the Philadelphia Warriors. Right? Because the Warriors are... Right? So the three teams that are wearing the throwbacks are the Warriors, the Knicks, and the Celtics. They were the first three teams in the league, for those of you who don't know. And the Warriors, of course, started in Philadelphia, right here. So... yes, we need the hat for that. Come on, New Era. And I'm sure there'll be a whole slew of mixtape edition hats to go with the jersey. So I'm not as worried about those, but I need that Throwback Warriors. I need that. They're going to task me. I know it. But whenever those become available, hopefully they will, I will grab the hat. And then I'll have the combo wombo for the Steph and for Wilt. And I'm super excited about the Steph because it is Steph Curry. But for the first time, Steph Curry is wearing a Philadelphia Warrior-inspired jersey, which is very cool. For a Steph Curry fan like me, to have him wearing a jersey that represents my hometown, and of course now I'm more partial to my Sixers, Ben Simmons aside, but the Warriors started in Philly. They're wearing a jersey that is supposed to be the Philadelphia Warrior jersey, so all right. Double thumbs up, right? The only thing that they changed, they didn't put Phila on the front because that would have been conflicting with the Sixers. So they couldn't exactly do that, even though the Warriors had Phila on the front of their. So they have Warriors. So they did that, and they have the names on the back. The old days they didn't have the names, but all right, that's semantics. They were the names on the cable cars, and they have the names on the cable cars back then either. So it's all about naming rights these days, right? But anyhow, I am looking forward to getting those two jerseys before the end of the year at some point. Whatever else I'll be picking up, I have no idea. I don't know what the sales are going to be around Black Friday time because you just never know what they're going to do before, like, the day before. They really give you a lot of advance notice. So it's like the day before on Instagram or wherever you find out what these places are doing. So that's coming up, of course, a little over a month away. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. Of course, as we know, it's sale season starts now, right? So there's going to be some stuff coming along, right? And I'm going to take you in the journey with me, of course, for the In the Life series, which, again, I will be starting back up in earnest next week. Be on the lookout for that. Of course, as always, join in with me for the Season of the Fan, the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, maybe they should run the ball just a little more. Just a little more Sirianni. But anyhow, that series continues, of course, this weekend. And future pickups, of course, you will be seeing from yours truly as well. I'm going to go to bed. I think that's a good idea. I think I should get to bed. But I will see you all around the channel as always. And as always, thank you so much for all my subscribers. And you know what you all got to do. You got to leave the likes, right? Because that's a good thing to do. You want to leave those likes, right? Yeah, I'm starting to sweat now. See now that I challenged it. Now here comes the waterworks. Here it comes. Oh, you didn't think so, huh? But you got to leave those likes, right? And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you get notified to all future content from yours truly here on YouTube, which you never want to miss it. And, of course, you can follow me on the other channels that I appear on from time to time as well, such as Views from the Vault, Rez's channel, Resurrection, of course, and Kings of Throwbacks, of course, Throwback King. Here on his channel from time to time, too. We do these roundtable discussions and everything. It's always a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll probably do something for the mixtape edition jerseys once they start coming out either on Rez's channel or Throwback King's channel. We'll see. But you can find me on there, too. And, of course, sign up and follow those guys, too. Follow all the fellow Jersey heads out there, right? They all do wonderful things in the community and keep the community strong. And that's a good thing. That's always a good thing. Okay, I'm going to go towel off, and I'm going to go to bed. So, thank you again for all the support and joining me here. I will see you in the next one. All right, everyone, take care.